Hello, my name is David. I'm with Cornerstone Roofing. Got called out here to Ken and Carla Probst to do a repair on this roof. So I'm going to show the area that we're going to be working in. As you can see, the shingle here is going to be the shingle that we're going to pull. And you can see that there is some issue here. Probably had some thermal transitioning, which allowed it to lift and tear. But on top of that, you can see there is a crease line going across this. So it is April 9th. It is currently 54 degrees outside. Got a nice little 10-mile-an-hour wind going here. In order for us to remove this shingle, though, we're going to have to manipulate the shingle above it and the shingle above that to be able to get all the nails out. Now, one thing that I do want to point out here is we go next to the area that we're going to be working in. You can see, so obviously we're removing this shingle here. That is loose, but you can see even still the shingle next to it is sealed, just like the shingle above it that we're going to be working on is sealed, but they all kind of have this excessive amount of granulars missing there, and it makes me believe there's going to be some support issues, and you can actually see it all over the place, not just in the shingle that we're going to be working with. But without any further ado, I'm going to get to removing the shingle. Shingles are actually coming loose pretty easy. Even with that, still got a little tear right here. Come on. Actually, before I start moving these nails, let me see that camera. Oh. So, before I remove the nail, you can see the placement of the nail is in the correct nail zone, and it is not overdriven. which is important when it comes to repairs, because if they're not nailed properly in the right spot, or if they're overdriven, all issues. Oh boy, that looks a little rough for wear. I missed one. It's not stuck.
Right there in the middle, I think.
See it.
There we go.
Oh, it's just stuck.
Battery transfer.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I wrote the claim number and everything above,
Oh, thank you.
so you can pan over that with the camera to verify it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Claim number and date.
So, as you saw through the repair that I did here, just lifting as high to get the roost snake in there and get the nail out, and I try to pull the last little bit out by hand because you can kind of finagle it without having to lift it nearly as high. You can see all the way across these that it has caused damage, and even to this shingle here, the applique has become unbonded, and you can see that there is now a crease going across here, as well as the shingle directly above it. Now mind you, when I'm lifting this up, you can see how it creases in there. But there's also no nails in the top of the shingle that I'm manipulating, so it's allowing a lot of flexibility and movement. This shingle here has all the nails in the top like you would expect. So when I lift this up, you can see that it is hinging right inside of there, all the way down. And I was missing it earlier. The claim number is Papa 0021418804. And honestly, at this point, I think it's safe to say exactly where we're at right now, that this one shingle that we took out, we had to manipulate the 3 shingles that are directly above it, and all 3 of them have failed.
Sorry to interrupt your video. The claim number actually ends with a 9. I just have bad handwriting, guys. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to repeat the claim number one more time. It is Papa 0021418809. That's 9 for Niner.
You putting that one on me, guys. Sorry.
But this one shingle here that we tried to repair caused damage to 3 more. And sure, this one, since we only had to manipulate right on the edge here to get the nail out here, which, as you can see, the nail's right about here, kind of lines up with how that lifts. But now that applique is also lifted, that's kind of an issue, because next windstorm that comes through is just going to rip that applique off. But this repair assessment has definitely failed. For every shingle that you guys currently have would cause, at the bare minimum, 2 more damaged shingles. realistically 3. So it's just gonna spider web across. Now I can say that from this, there's not really too much mat transfer. You see a little bit here. It's where the material is left over from the shingle above. But since that shingle was already loose and blowing, it's expected to see not a lot of mat transfer that way, but here, from us having to unseal the shingle above, you can see right there that it did take some of the shingle along with it. But this concludes our repair assessment. I'm gonna end up putting a tarp in here to cover up this spot, because unfortunately, because of the shingle dimensions, it's not gonna match up. So if we were to put this shingle in place, it's not gonna line up with the shingle that's currently there. Once again, David with Cornerstone Roofing. Claim number is Papa 0021418809. Thank you for your time and consideration.